Curious about our cash offer program and how much money you would actually net and whether it's even worth asking about? I'm going to peel back the curtain on our market value cash offer program because it's different than the cash offer programs you're used to hearing about and seeing, and maybe even you talk to one of those people about. My name is David Moore, team leader of David J. Moore and Associates. And I wanted to take a few moments to really help people understand how our cash offer program is different and how there are different cash offer programs available in the marketplace right now. And it can be confusing. So you may have found out about our cash offer program through video, or maybe you stumbled on our website or an advertisement or requested information from us about it. Or maybe you received a piece of mail from us. So wanted to take a minute just to kind of go over this with you. This is the page on our website. Everything's true here. You can sell your home fast for top dollar without listing it. No commissions, no fees, and closing as little as 10 days. Process is pretty simple. We basically just submit your property details over to our investor network, which there are about 40 investors in, and they will make cash offers on your house. A good portion of which will make a market value cash offer for you. Then you get to pick your closing date. You could do it in as little as 10 days, or it could be a month from now. So it's really up to you. One of the nice things about our program is the investors will let you stay in the house for up to 2 weeks after the sale. So you can make that transition to your new place just as easy. So what we don't have is we don't have lowball cash offers that are 60 to 70% of market value. No undisclosed as is deductions, no fine print, nothing like that. What we do offer you is transparent offer and guaranteed net sheet, an offer in as soon as 24 hours, fast closing, and a market value based offer. We do have some other seller solutions as well, but that's going to be the topic of a different video. So I'm going to jump right into this, pull the curtain back so you can see exactly how our cash offer program works. It's pretty easy to do. So here is the net sheet that I prepared for someone who inquired with us about a week ago, I would say, beginning of October. And they were curious to know what they would net from our cash offer program. So this particular client had a house that had a market value of about $500,000. And we put together 4 offers for them. The first offer we received was from a private investor, and he came in a little bit lower than market value at $444,000. That was his comfort level. He was going to do an inspection, not ask for any repairs, and he wanted to make sure that the house was worth what he was paying. So he was going to do an appraisal. Pretty quick close, wanted I would say about 15, 20 days. When everything was all said and done, after closing costs were paid and commissions on the sale, the seller will net about $424,000. Unfortunately for that seller, that investor, I should say, one of our corporate investors was interested in the property, and they were willing to pay $500,000 for that, full market value. Cash deal. Again, they just wanted to inspect it to see what they're buying and do an appraisal to make sure the house is worth what they're paying for it. Again, quick closing time frame. They were offering to settle as soon as, in this case, October 20th. After commissions and closing costs and their program fee, the seller would have netted $447,500. So we're going to jump right over because that's what the investor was offering, including their program fee. Now we're going to jump over to an MLS entry. So basically, we offer something a little bit different, which is a guaranteed sale program, where we'll guarantee 100% of the asking price, or we'll reimburse you the difference up to $5,000 on the deal. There are some terms and conditions that are common sense based on that. And if you'd like more info, you can text or call, but we'll go over that in depth in another video as well. So had to be fully transparent with this seller. Market value is $500,000. By the time we got it on the market, got it under contract, and got to the settlement table, they probably would have been moving out of that house sometime around December 1st, give or take a week. I did want to be transparent with the seller because right now in the market, we are seeing the average seller give back about $7,000 in closing help, at least as far as the numbers for the last 30 days. Then you have closing costs, commissions to 2 real estate agents, and that deal would have put about $455,000 into the seller's pocket. I think the only thing we really didn't account for on this one was going to be inspection repairs. Inspection repairs are running roughly about $2,500 per seller these days, or per transaction. Just starting to kind of see an uptick in the amount of repairs buyers are asking for. And every situation is unique. So if you factor that in, that really kind of puts the seller's net right around 453,000, which is less than $6,000 different than our corporate investor. So if you look at those two numbers and those two offers, this seller was actually getting a really good offer from our investor, and they were able to move on their timeline. They didn't have to wait for the market or do anything like that. In this situation, we did actually have a buyer in our database where their property matched that buyer's search criteria. And with that seller's permission, we were able to share that information with the buyer. And the buyer actually made him an offer, at $495,000. Again, seller was able to skip showings, all of that, didn't have to go on the market. Buyer set to close on that house on November 5th. It was a cash deal, which was a huge win for this particular seller. After everything's all said and done, seller's going to net 467 after the sale, which this happens. I mean, we have a database of over 7,000 buyers, so sometimes we can match it up right away. But to stay on topic, as you can see, if you're interested in knowing how our cash offer program works, as you can see, it's really only a couple of percent off of trying to sell your house on the open market, and it offers more flexibility. I mean, this program is for someone who has a deadline that wants to move quick or wants to avoid the hassle of getting the house prepared for sale, dealing with showings and open houses and different things like that. Small trade-off may be worth it for you. If you have any questions about our cash offer program, or you'd like a free, no obligation cash offer, call or text me anytime. My phone number is 410-777-5848, or you could jump onto our website, which can be easily accessed at davidjmoore.net. It'll take you right here under the Sell tab. You can learn about all of our selling programs, including our cash offer program. So look forward to hearing from you. Have a great day, and let me know if you have any questions.